Hello, this is Charles Moy. Welcome to lesson 9 of our 90-day Blitz training. Today is a history lesson. We're going to be going over the 6 waves of the network marketing industry. And to lead the future, you must know the past. Having an understanding of what's come before and what this industry has done is really going to help us um, guide it into the future. So let's just dive right into how big this industry is. It's pretty massive. The global direct sales and network marketing industry is over $250 billion a year, and it grows every year. And by 2033, it's going to be over $400 billion. So this industry is growing. The need for advertising dollars to be directed towards people that make direct sales is becoming more and more. And my attitude towards the whole thing is that as AI advances, people are going to become more resistant to getting sold to by a machine. And the more that you have skills that are heartfelt, that you can talk to people, that you're a real person, that those messages are going to ring truer than ever. And so building your skill sets, learning how to do network marketing, learning how to communicate. This is a career path. This isn't just a side hustle. This isn't just a single company. I mean, I've made a career out of the direct sales network marketing industry going on 23 years. And I want you to understand that this industry is big enough to support you, support your family. We've got the hottest opportunity in the space. So roughly about 5,500 people a day just in the United States get started in a direct sales opportunity, and globally it's over 300,000. So daily the industry grows. More and more people are getting involved, and they'll need this type of training, and they need a good opportunity. So let's go. We'll go help them. But starting way back in the 1930s is when the first wave, like the first official network marketing company came out. I'm sure all of you have heard of Amway before. Amway does billions and billions of dollars, and they're just an old legacy company, but they really pioneered the industry and got face-to-face selling and multi-tiered compensation really out there. Amway also fought a bunch of legal battles over the years that really legitimized the industry and paved the way. In wave 2, there was a big focus on the personal growth part of the industry. So during the 60s, 70s, 80s, companies that came out like Shackley, Mary Kay, Herbalife, top trainers like Jim Rome and Zig Ziglar really popularized the industry. And people came in and were able to make some significant incomes in this space. The compensation plans grew, the availability of the products nationwide and even in other countries, started happening. But also a negative thing started happening in the 60s, 70s, 80s because of the power of network marketing and the word of mouth and how it grew. Uh, there was a rash of Ponzi schemes, and that came out where people would have these money games and whatnot, and that's part of this industry. That's part of what happened in the past, and there's been lots of regulation, and it really shaped the industry. And companies like Herbalife, Shackley, that ended up being publicly traded and really out there, legitimize the industry even more. So there's been growing pains over the years, and I really feel that what's helped the industry keep its course and keep its character has been the heavy focus on the personal development aspect and teaching leadership, teaching sales. Those are hallmarks to what makes this industry great. Wave 3 was in the 90s and 2000s, and this is when the internet started coming out, and there was different ways to build the business. There was internet lead generation. I mean, I remember getting my first leads through dial-up on and doing AOL and AOL Messenger and marketing in that regard. I used to have a VHS, dual VHS, where you could basically copy a VHS tape to share it. And then beyond that, we had DVD burners, and we'd pass out DVDs, and these tools came out, and things became more systemized. The first power line marketing systems came out in the late 90s, early 2000s. Um, and email marketing was a big part of, spreading the message. So the tools and systems and upgrades in the industry really helped the industry go global. You saw more companies that were on the public markets as well. So NASDAQ traded companies, and further legitimized the industry. It got global reach, bigger compensation plans. And also during this era, we saw the best products, like the most advanced nutritional products in the world, made their way to network marketing, because they're ones that the developed internet. There was, for people to learn about the cutting edge sciences in the nutritional space, it was best told as a story, face to face, or through a DVD, or in a way that was like a tool that spread the message. And Wave 3 was an important era within the network marketing space, because it also pushed the opportunities globally. Wave 4 was a fun era, because now social selling started. There was MySpace, there was Facebook, there was this rise of internet sharing, internet communities. Um, there were also we saw the first emergence of cryptocurrencies into the industry as well, and this allowed for instant payments, instant commissions. It grew the industry in different ways, where um, you could now have digital products that could go global. You could have a business in every single country around the world, and it also brought in a different type of marketer. You had internet affiliate marketers, people with massive lists, people with social media influence, and it really added some dynamics to the network marketing industry that made even bigger commission checks. There was times in this era where, $1 million a month was, happening. And, in Wave 3, you didn't really see $1 million a month commissions. Wave 4, you saw some 7-figure monthly earners coming out, and these companies were growing big, starting up, going from new companies to $1 billion a year in sales, and just happening in a few years. So this was really the heyday. This was an amazing time within the industry. The software, the technology that allowed these global seamless compensation plans, the opening up of countries, the acceptance of network marketing into countries all around the world, really pushed this time far. The industry grew by hundreds of, by like billions and billions, tens of billions of dollars a year in growth during this time frame. And more recently, since 2020, there's been another wave that has come in, and this wave since 2020 has not been that favorable for the industry. What's happened was the products that really made the industry strong, the exclusive access to top tier nutritional products that really drove a lot of the network marketing industry, became more accessible through Amazon and through the internet. People started shifting their spending away from overpriced products from network marketing companies, and they could get similar products or even better products on Amazon delivered the same day. So that kind of hurt the industry, and it took a step back. Also during this time, there was a big push as Bitcoin drove the network marketing drove the cryptocurrency industry, and it just started growing by leaps and bounds. And so people could see that the crypto industry was growing, and there was this greed that really came into the network marketing space, and people that saw other leaders. Maybe you had a solid company and you're growing it, and then some crypto Ponzi scheme comes in, and there was a lot of hype. Literally, crypto millionaires and crypto billionaires were coming out all over the place, and a lot of people saw the get rich quick, and there was a rash of crypto Ponzi schemes that just tore through the industry, really starting in about 2016, 2017. And it just hurt a lot of good people. There was uh, people maybe had built a career in this industry and they got blinded by uh, get rich quick Ponzi schemes, and they brought in their friends, their families, their teams, and it really hurt the industry. Like for years and years, for 5, 10, 15 years, I never got the question about a Ponzi scheme in network marketing, because it was just so legit with products and compensation plans and real publicly traded companies and whatnot. And then there was all these shadow companies with um, owners that were secret, and people could commit these crazy Ponzi scheme crimes hiding behind a computer and have payment settlements. And it was a tough time. And this really, during this time frame in wave 5, a lot of companies went backwards. Since 2020, 35 of the top 50 MLM companies have either dramatically changed their models, gone out of business, merged, sold, or been devastated in one way or another. And so the industry was kind of on the ropes here during this time, and it needed a change. And typically, it's either a change of prosperity and growth, or a change away from something bad that's happening that forces a new era. And that's where we've moved into. The Wave 6 era of network marketing companies is here. And I put a little tag in here. It's happening now, and Save Club's really the tip of the spear as we're starting to create a new era within the space. From pioneering alliances with brands, major name brands, household names, and not just a few, but literally thousands of major brands were attracting into this model. We're diverting advertising dollars and bringing them into the network marketing space, and really teaming up with mainstream brands. Also, AI is emerging, and AI has really only been able to be used in this space for, I don't know, a year, at the most 2 years. And no company has really integrated AI fully into its systems like we've started to do here at Save Club. So I'm so excited to be leading the charge and being one of the first network marketing companies to bring AI that does sales and recruiting and customer service and training and different languages, and really pioneering and partnering AI with individual home-based business affiliates. Also with Wave 6, we're really borderless now with compliant crypto payments, by having these new apps, as we're setting up with RuPay and WeChat Pay, and these payment apps for the unbanked people of the world. There's billions of people in the world that just don't have bank accounts. They don't have access to traditional banking or credit cards or debit cards, and they need other alternative ways. So if they can get to the internet and they have a cell phone, they can use these payment apps. This is a revolution inside of the space. It literally opens up the industry to a billion more people at least. And we're on the forefront of bringing these payment systems where we can pay people out in crypto, pay people out in various forms, ACH and different payment systems. The key part of doing all this and having it legal and compliant and away from some of these scammy things that happen in Wave 5 is full on KYC. That's called Know Your Customer. The global monetary system, the global banking system really needs to know who is being sent money. And it's for reasons like terrorism and taxing and whatnot, and and anti-money laundering. So having these systems in place and having them native to our programs really legitimizes what we're doing, and will allow this to scale into millions of affiliates as part of the company. And the other thing is, AI is here to stay. And so having AI native to what we're doing and part of the company is really going to be a big distinction between uh, a Wave 5 and a Wave 6 network marketing company. I feel all Wave 6 network marketing companies are going to have an AI component part of the company. And it's so important because uh, the customer service, the training, the sales, the different aspects that AI can bring to a company can really um, can really break down borders, break down walls, and just make the whole experience easier. And I think it will be the standard. The question is, AI is the new quantum shift that is sweeping the world. We're all interacting with it daily, even if we don't choose to. It's just part of society now. But is AI making you money? Like, do you have AI working in your life, and is it going to make a difference in your bank account each and every week? With Save Club, it will, and that's a key selling feature to what we're doing here. Is that AI can now be part of your income earning potential, and I feel there's that in the near future there's going to be a couple types of people. There's going to be people that uh, struggle making a $20 an hour job because AI has totally displaced their value in the marketplace. And there's going to be people that use AI to make money, that create new skill sets, and are on the cutting edge of opportunities, and those people will make a lot more. And so there's going to be a big gap between the people that have AI working for them to make money and people that don't. Now, a big part about Wave 6, and I made a slide on here just so you could visually see the different components that are going to help bring this out there. Wave 6 companies really hit the mainstream, that they're not some niche product that's just sold through some small network. They're mainstream brands and mainstream ideas that really touch everybody are going to be part of the Wave 6 network marketing companies. And that's because there's just so much more money when you're playing in something that is global, that is mainstream. Having seamless global banking is also part of a Wave 6 company. Being able to start new affiliates inside of your downline organization in all the different countries. They're paid seamlessly. You're paid seamlessly. The volume just flows straight through the computer systems, and at the end of the month, you've gotten paid from potentially millions of people around the world, and it's just all seamlessly calculated and deposited straight to your crypto account or your app or your bank account. And that'll be able to happen because of multi-language, because of AI recruiting, AI training, being able to do this in multi-languages, having websites in multi-languages. All of these are part of Save Club, and all of these are going to be characteristics of a Wave 6 company. So the title of it is here. Wave 6 leader, one of the first companies to adopt these practices and make it part of the company. What's setting us apart? It's still early. I mean, less than 6 weeks, 5.5 weeks, and it's clear the direction that we're headed. And so I'm putting all these videos out for you, and I really appreciate you guys taking the time to learn about the history of the network marketing space and where we fit in. And I'm proud to be part of leading this new wave of opportunity and prosperity to this industry that's really helped me and been a part of my life for the last 23 years. So again, thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one.